The CoinDesk Spotlight is brought to you by Nexo, the place to earn on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more.
All right, as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission continues to battle Ripple Labs for allegedly selling unregistered securities in the form of cryptocurrency XRP, Ripple isn't flinching, expanding its global financial network into Japan, Egypt, Europe, and even dabbling with the NFT space. Joining us now is Asheesh Birla, General Manager of Ripple and Head of RippleNet. Welcome to the show, Asheesh.
Good morning, and thanks for having me on your show.
Great. So, I just want to address the elephant in the room. We see Ripple has an ongoing case with the SEC. Is that at all affecting business? Because at the same time, you guys are expanding.
Right, and it is a lot of positive momentum for RippleNet. At the end of the day, our customers want value. They want a better experience than what they're used to with the incumbent financial system. And listen, we've been in the market for a number of years, building product, bringing crypto to the enterprises, and our customers love it. And at the end of the day, if we continue to deliver value, they're going to continue to adopt. And we've had a banner 2020. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, sorry, what is the relationship with RippleNet and Ripple Labs?
Right, so RippleNet is started initially as a cross-border payment network. We've been working on delivering cross-border payments using crypto technology to financial institutions around the world, and we started that journey several years ago at Ripple. So RippleNet is part of Ripple Labs or Ripple Inc. And today, we're talking a little bit more about expanding beyond cross-border payments. As crypto matures and our customers want more, they're ready to adopt. And we brought them cross-border payments. Last year, we announced lending, and now we're looking to offer more crypto services as more and more types of assets become tokenized.
So, Asheesh, getting back a little bit to Christine's question, does the Taxonomy Bill that's kind of working its way through Congress right now, does that help Ripple Labs in any way and RippleNet? Also, Elizabeth Warren's call for the SEC to finally, come up with some sort of way in which they can categorize everything in crypto. Does that help you guys, or are you in any way worried about that?
I'm not worried about it. I think at the end of the day, we want clearer regulation. And the United States led regulation when it came to the internet. And you saw a tremendous amount of benefits, not only here in Silicon Valley, but in the United States as a whole by being a proactive thought leader with governing the internet. But they haven't done the same with crypto. And unfortunately, there's stronger regulation in Europe and in Asia. And we're seeing more and more crypto projects move to those regions. And so, we welcome thoughtful, proper regulation. And I think that's been missing. I'm excited to see what comes out. I'm confident in our governing body that they will come out with the right kind of regulation that not only protects consumers, but also enables companies like Ripple, Coinbase, Circle, and others continue to innovate in this space.
So just back to XRP for a second, there's kind of an interesting chart that we showed on the show last week. Can we just pull up that chart? So anyway, well, I think there's a chart. What the chart said was that, XRP, which has experienced some dips recently, but looking at the CoinDesk 20 over Q2, actually was one of the best performing coins out there. And I'm just curious, what you would attribute that to.
Listen, I've been in the industry for a long time. I've been at Ripple for a long time.
So, just to call it, so they're kind of an amazing chart. You can see XRPs all the way on top there. This is a Q2 chart, which is even more striking considering, that the uncertainty around the SEC. So yeah, I'm just curious what you would attribute this to.
I'll go back to, if I think anyone that's been in the space for a long time, and I've been building products for a long time, the thing that I focus on is delivering customer value. And if you're looking at the price day to day or even week to week, I think you're getting distracted. So I don't look at, price of XRP, of Bitcoin or Ethereum on a daily basis. I really look at the innovation that's happening in this space, and if there continues to be strong innovation, I think adoption and liquidity will follow in the relevant cryptocurrencies and digital assets. But I think it's really easy to get distracted by the price. And again, if you're in it for the long term, this is a 20-year ecosystem that needs to be built. We're only 8 to 10 years in here, still really early innings from my perspective.
So Asheesh, speaking of the innovation, go ahead, Lawrence.
I'll let you go. No, that's all right.
Speaking of the innovation, Ripple has joined a $13 million funding round in Mintable, which is an NFT marketplace in Singapore. What's the thinking behind this move?
Yeah, so as I was mentioning, is when we got started several years ago, there was really only a few cryptocurrencies, and companies and enterprises as a whole were reluctant to adopt crypto. Now, fast forward 7 years, and there are more and more assets being tokenized, either existing assets like fiat, but also NFTs. And we think it's really exciting that we're really early in the NFT space, and there's an opportunity for Ripple to provide NFTs to their enterprise customers. We also think that there's an opportunity to use the XRP ledger for not only tokenization of NFTs, but also making them liquid. So we think NFTs are early. We think that there's a long way to go in terms of mass adoption of NFTs, but this is the time to get in. We're going to invest, heavily in this space. NFTs is led by our division RippleX, and we're excited to do more in this space. I think this is just the beginning.
So Asheesh, El Salvador, of course, adopting Ripple as legal tender. Your business is in the remittances in a lot of ways. So what does the widespread use of Bitcoin in countries like El Salvador mean for your business?
Yeah, I think you mean El Salvador is proposing to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Oh. I think it's great. And I think that more and more countries around the world, at some point, their central banks will hold digital assets across the board. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think that it's not surprising it's coming from the emerging markets. The emerging markets, need an advantage over the more developed markets. And cryptocurrencies and digital assets is a great way to see that happen and leapfrog some of the Western world. And I think as a whole, you've seen blockchain and digital assets continue to be adopted at far greater pace in the emerging markets out of Asia, Latin America, and so forth. And again, as I mentioned earlier, it's those countries that I'm finding to be forward-thinking in cryptocurrency and digital asset regulation. That's really different than how the internet was governed, and the United States taking a leadership position in the internet governance.
But is it a competitive? Does it put any pressure on your ability to do business in, say, El Salvador and other countries if they're adopting another platform such as Bitcoin to do remittances?
Absolutely not. I think that at the end of the day, cross-border, if El Salvador is accepting of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, I think one is just the start. They'll start with Bitcoin and they'll move to other digital assets in the future. And in the secondly, I think that they're going to need to exchange Bitcoin for other assets, whether it be other fiat currencies cross-border or other digital assets across the board. NFTs could be one of them. And again, we'll be there. We have the leading enterprise solutions. So as corporations and governments want to adopt cryptocurrencies more broadly, I think we're well positioned, and it's great. I think it's an absolute benefit that El Salvador is already moving forward with Bitcoin, and I think they will follow suit with a number of other blockchain technologies and other tokenized assets, and that is going to be great for where we're headed with Ripple and RippleNet.